Somehow Palpatine returned.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And seeing my face, I know you have two questions. One, where have you been, Pendaflow? And two, what room are you in? Two valid questions, and they have two valid answers. It's been a rough past year for me. It's Happy New Year, Happy 2025 to everybody tuning in. And I've made it a New Year's resolution to myself, though I'm going to be a lot better and committed to getting YouTube videos out for you guys. I've been getting a lot of comments, over the past few months. Where you been? Are you okay? How you doing? Just people showing concern for my well-being, and I do appreciate that because not a lot of people do that nowadays, and so I do appreciate all of you who have reached out to me to check in, just to make sure everything's all good. But yes, I'm going to try to do better. Life's been lifing over the past, honestly, past couple years for me, and it's just been hard. And just kind of have really been motivated to make the content. So we're gonna stay focused, and we're gonna try to keep putting out the content because I know you guys want to see it. And believe it or not, I should probably not believe it or not, but I have been still collecting throughout all this time that I've been away, and I got a lot of cool stuff that I would like to show you guys. So we got a lot of content to film and a lot of upcoming stuff that's going to be coming to you guys here on Pendaflow. So if you are subscribed, welcome back. If you are not tuning in for the first time, hit that subscribe button for me. If you noticed, I checked in. We're getting close to 10,000 subscribers. That would be really cool. And it's kind of like a personal goal. I just want to see that solid number. So if you're not subscribed and you like my face and you like Star Wars, let's be friends. Hit that subscribe button and let's try to get to 10,000 and see what happens from there. But that's the answer to the question number one. Question number two is I'm actually still in the same place. My normal room or studio that you see is across the hall. It's just getting so cluttered in there with stuff, and the lighting in there is kind of poor. If you've seen some of my older videos, the lighting's not great. It's kind of claustrophobic in there, so I'm trying a new setup. We're in the helmet room, so I have a lot of my other stuff, a lot of my obviously helmets, other larger stuff that won't fit in that room is in here. So I think it'll make a cool backdrop and cool room to film in, better lighting, a little more space to move around, and we'll see how it goes. Let me know if you like the new setup and the new room. We'll see how it goes. Lighting, sound. Let's go. There's your two answers to the questions. Let's get into it. I've got a really great video for you today. It's one of actually literally the newest Legacy Lightsaber box set that has released at Galaxy's Edge back on Life Day, November 17th of 2024. It's hard to believe I'm saying last year, but yeah, they released a virtually unknown lightsaber to a new character we've never met other than in the lore, the Ren. Basically the origin story of the Knights of Ren and Kylo Ren, and where his upcoming came to be in the Knights of Ren. They released the Ren lightsaber, and it came with a comic book. If you remember the Stellan Geos set back in the summer of last year, was another unknown character from the comic book series, or the books, the High Republic era, we never heard of, but they released a lightsaber set from that. It came with a comic book kind of giving you the origin story and background on that character, but they just did the same thing with the Ren. And you're probably like, I don't know who that is. I didn't either at the time, but they released it, and I went and grabbed it. I love these box sets. They just keep pumping these things out. I think they released 4, maybe 5 box sets last year. I mean, there's probably a very high profit margin on these boxes, so that's why they keep cranking them out. They slap a nice paint job on these wooden crates, slap a nice price tag on the back, and idiots like me run out there and buy them, and that's why they keep making them. But the box looks great. All kind of Arabish all over it, Knights of Ren. Cool paint job, like I said. If you've seen the boxes once, you've seen them 100 times. They're all basically similar, just different. Like I said, different paint job, different, logoing and stuff like that. Some do make sounds. This one does not make sounds. It's just the traditional slide open. It's got the nice little metal latches on it. It's got the nice slide open tops. I'm going to try to do this without dropping it. I'm just going to slide this completely out. I'm going to do the same with the other one. But if you notice, as soon as I set this door down, right on the front, it comes with a comic book, The Rise of Kylo Ren, and there's the The Ren himself, I honestly have not read this, so if I'm missing names or official names or anything that's actually come to this yet, I do apologize, but I have not even opened the comic book to check it out yet. That's how little time it's been, the past few months through the holiday season and everything, but how cool is that? It's really cool. Number one, Ren, trying to not get the glare on it, the rise of Kylo Ren. So this is where we're going to learn some origin stories of how Kylo Ren gets involved with the Ren and into the Knights of Ren, as we see obviously in the sequel trilogy. But I'm excited to check this out. I probably should have done that before filming the video, but didn't happen. And underneath that, there is your certificate of authenticity, like they all come with. Limited edition. Mine is number 139 of 5,000. Actually, if you are interested in this, I'm going to say this now before I forget to say it later. If you are interested in this lightsaber set, it is still available on shopdisney.com and actually at Galaxy's Edge. I was just there a few days ago. They still have these sets. Like I said, it's an unknown character, so they're not flying out like some of the bigger name box sets or characters. So these are still available. If you like what you see, or if you just want kind of an unknown, odd piece of memorabilia, this is going to be cool. I've checked this lightsaber out. It is super cool. I can't wait to show you guys, which this video may entice some of you to buy it, because it is a very cool lightsaber, even though it is a virtually unknown character up until this point. I'm going to set this box down. We're going to pull this out, and regardless of your thoughts on the unknown character, you're going to have to admit this is a pretty badass looking lightsaber. I mean, it's almost like a brushed aluminum finish on it. You probably can see that well. It doesn't give off. The Darth Maul is like a polished aluminum. This is like a brushed aluminum. It's got that. It's kind of like almost like a stainless steel type look to it. It's a very dark gray. But look at the emitter end. It's got like these golden, not really spikes, but kind of like just little knobs or notches, whatever you want to call it. There's all kind of switches on here. Those are not functional. But look at the pommel end. It almost reminds me of the Maul DeLoreans. You call it from the Clone Wars series, how they had the Maul horns on the top of the clone helmets. It's what it reminds me of, the way the spikes are on the pommel. But how cool a design is that? That is a very cool lightsaber, regardless of unknown character or not. This is a very coolly designed lightsaber. And honestly, I would like to just carry this around on a hill in the parks, just how cool the design is of this lightsaber. Now, what's really neat about this one, it may be the first one that I've seen. I could be wrong, but off the top of my mind, this may be the first one that the activation switch, it's actually a button. Normally they're switches or little flickers. This is actually an on-off button. I may be wrong. There may be others that is the ignition style, but I can't recall. So if I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments below. But I do believe this is the first actual legacy lightsaber that the lightsaber ignition is a button. Now, before I light this up, I actually grabbed my Kylo Ren lightsaber hilt out of the lightsaber case across the hall, just because I was curious just to look at some of the see if there's any comparison between the Ren and Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Obviously, there's no cross guard on this one. The pommel ends, I mean, I guess you could say there's some inspiration from this lightsaber, how it's got the spikes, and this one's kind of just got, not kind of just a solid, solid bars, and with the open emitter end. I guess you can kind of say they're similar in, kind of got a similar styling, but the rest of this, it's just there's not much else comparison to the two. Another reason I brought this out of the case is I wanted to see if they sounded similar, since they are basically coming from the same lightsaber family, the Ren family. I just made that up, but we're gonna go ahead and light this baby up and see what she sounds like. I do have my 26-inch blade here. I'm assuming it's going to be red, but like I said, this is the first time that I've actually turned this bad boy on. We're going to do this together, and there it is. It's a button. And yes, it is red. So bright. It doesn't look like it, but if you can see back there in the reflection, it is a red lightsaber blade, but it's so bright, it's blinding the camera. But it is actually crackling. it is crackling like the Kylo Ren. I'm curious if it has a cracked crystal inside, like the Kylo Ren does, because the blade is actually flickering like it's an unstable crystal, just like the Kylo Ren did. It's getting very deep. You can hear it. You can hear the crackle in the hum of the lightsaber. Very deep, low-pitched crackling. Like almost like the crystal's about to break. That's what it sounds like. It's like it's so unstable sounding. I like that. I like that deep pitch, like hum on the swing. That's a very cool sounding lightsaber. Very unique. I'm curious. I don't believe the Kylo Ren sounds like this. I think that is a unique sound for this one. So I really like the sound of this lightsaber. Just sounds very powerful with that deep, raw sounding idle hum on this thing. Nice ignition. Yeah, it's a really cool sounding lightsaber. Now let's try out the Kylo Ren to see how that sounds in comparison, but I'm pretty sure it's not the same sound as that one. Yeah, Kylo Ren's got a higher pitched hum to it. It does also have that crackle in it. And the blade also is flickering as well, obviously from the unstable crystal inside. But yeah, two very unique sounds between the Ren and Kylo Ren. Obviously, I don't have the cross guards in because I just didn't feel like rooting for them. But there you go. Totally unique lightsaber sounds from Kylo Ren and the Ren. I'm going to put the blade back over here in the Ren lightsaber one more time. And just light it up before we wrap up this video for today. Oh yeah, you can definitely hear it. Switching back, you can definitely hear how much deeper of a sound and a humming roar from the Ren lightsaber compared to Kylo's. But yeah, this is a very cool lightsaber. I'm like I said, I need to read the comic book so I get a little more backstory on this, and just to see what kind of lore implications this is going to be for maybe potentially the future of Star Wars. But there you go, guys. My first lightsaber review in almost a year. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on the Ren Legacy lightsaber box set. Are you going to pick this up for yourself? Honestly, it's a very cool lightsaber. I mean, I would highly recommend it. I love the look of it. It's very compact. Look at the size comparison. It's a very compact. It's a better shot. It's a very compact, very light compared to the for Kylo's. Very sleek. I love the emitter end with the almost like horns on it. Great sounding. And honestly, not a lot of people are going to be carrying this because it is an unknown character. It's going to be more for your hardcore collectors who got to collect them all, like me. I literally have every single Legacy lightsaber that's been released. So obviously, I'm going to have to go out there and get that one as well. I didn't mention it, but where's that comic book? The Ren, there in the center, see the helmet they're actually selling that as well at Galaxy's Edge. They came out with the Ren lightsaber and the Ren helmet, which I actually have over there in the box. And I think we're probably going to make a video on that too. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for a lot of great upcoming content. Like I said, thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. What you think of the Ren Legacy lightsaber. You're going to pick this up. It is still available on Shop Disney and in Batu East for sure. I'm assuming it's in West as well, but I can confirm East because that's where I'm located. I live about 30 minutes from Batu East, which is a financial problem for me. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the likes, the comments, and the subscriptions. And this has been the Pendaflow Lightsaber Ren Perspective.